Yo, what it do? What's good, YouTube? You see what we're doing here. Round number 2, episode number 3.
Yeah.
My name is Meez. If you're new here, the channel is called PIM Reacts. It does stand for Purpose in Motion. We do have a special guest here today. His name is Samir, aka 1K Meez.
Yeah.
You know, shout out to Samir for pulling up, coming, showing love. Thank you for coming, man.
I appreciate you. Thank you, Meez, for having me.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. So, Samir, how's life been, man?
Life's been okay. You know what I'm saying? We just working.
Yeah, past couple, what was it, 2 months?
Yeah.
It's been busy, man.
Yeah, sure. It has been busy. We did 10 stops in 2 weeks, so
Damn.
it's been all over. But it's nice being home now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you missed the bed.
Yeah, definitely. I ain't seen my bed in so long. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that first night sleeping in was great. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
I can't even lie to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Now, for people who don't know, tell us who Samir is, man.
Samir. I'm just another dude, to be honest. I ain't nothing special.
Come on, man.
I'm just, you know what I'm saying? First of all,
Everybody's special.
I feel you. I appreciate that. Well, one, I'm a father first. You feel me?
First.
You know what I'm saying?
First and foremost, right.
Yeah. I'm a product of not only dirty youth, but I'm a product of, you know what I'm saying, the American dream.
Right.
Come from parents who sacrificed their life to make a better life for their kids. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to work and make the most of it. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's really it.
Okay.
Trying to make the best of the opportunity given to me and, you know what I'm saying, move forward with it.
So you're an opportunist.
For sure. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm an opportunist specifically, but if the opportunity's there and if it has anything to do with my repertoire, I'm there and I'm going to kill it regardless. So.
Okay, Mr. Go-Getter.
I mean, I work. It's the difference between a lot of people is just work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You got a work ethic.
Exactly. And if all it takes is like working to get to where you need to go, then you feel me, we'll be there.
Got you, man. So starting off, Samir, how's for people who don't know, man, you grew up in Dallas, born and raised?
Yeah. Grew up in Dallas.
Talk about that. How was that?
Yeah, it was cool. I mean, I was a kid out here, so I really, from birth up until like I was 11 years old, I lived out here. So
Okay.
yeah, it was cool for sure. Did my thing, went to elementary and stuff like that. I have my family, all my people that I'm blessed with. I mean, it was a great time. I actually lived in a lot of places. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah. In Dallas, I lived in a lot of places. I started in Garland.
Right.
I lived in the Colony for some time.
Okay.
I lived in Park Lane. I lived in Francis Way. I lived in a lot of places. So I done moved around quite a bunch, but yeah, for the most part, I mean, it was cool. I loved my time that I was out here, and then from there I moved to California. So
right.
Yeah.
Now, how was it out of all those places that you grew up in? What was your favorite?
The Colony was pretty quiet. Garland back in the day was real ghetto. So like when my brothers was in school, like naming and all that stuff, it was definitely a different Garland than what it is now. You feel me?
Naming was a trip, man. I actually went to naming.
Word.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Well, 2007 and 2011.
Oh, okay, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, my brother's a little older than you.
Okay.
My oldest brother, he didn't even graduate. My second brother, he had to enroll himself in like his senior year. He almost didn't graduate either, but he ended up finishing school in North Garland.
That's what you got to do, man.
Yeah, but yeah, he did a whole bunch. He went to Naaman. He went to the Colony High School. He went to North Garland. He went to a few places. So
yeah. That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
How was it moving around? I feel like when you move around, you get to know a lot of faces.
Yeah, I definitely know a lot of different people that are a part of a whole bunch of different walks of life.
Right.
So that's cool, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Anywhere from the streets to corporate, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You kind of have a vast, like, majority of the people that I know is just in a whole bunch of different stuff. So it's just a whole bunch of different walks of life, really.
Right. Do you think that affected you growing up?
For sure. I mean, one, I never get comfortable. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I'm never comfortable where I'm at just because I know it could change at any time. That's something that I came up with growing up for sure. But at the same time, I think it also made me better because it's like I lived in like ghetto poverty neighborhoods.
Yeah.
I done lived in rich neighborhoods. I done lived in all types of little situations. So
I felt like it built character.
Yeah, for sure. And it also gave me like, that switch, like going from
You could
the
turn
streets
it
to
off
corporate. I could definitely turn it on and off.
Yeah.
So that's another thing too, for sure.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Samir, talk about this music, man. How did the music start?
The music. So to be honest, like, so boom, I moved to California when I'm like 11. I move out there. I'm like 6th grade, 7th grade, and I stay out there up and through college. So
Right.
like when I was in high school, I went to a high school called Valley High School. It's in South Sacramento.
Okay, so you were up north.
Yeah, I was in Northern California.
Okay.
Yeah. And like the first time I ever dabbled, it was just like friends having fun. We'll be in the back, you know what I'm saying, tapping pencils, making
yeah.
beats, and then like, you know what I mean, just freestyling,
Right.
having fun with it. And that was like kind of through high school. It could even be like the locker rooms, pounding on lockers, making beats and just, you know what I mean, having fun with it. So I went from that to like hustling. I was on some other shit, you know what I mean, in
Right.
the streets or whatever. And then I just started making connections. As more connections I made, I had friends that were just like really close to me, and they were doing their thing with music, and it was like I'm seeing the numbers that they doing and what they got going on, and I'm like, before seeing it, I'm like, I didn't think it was like something that's like really achievable. And then once these people become like, not these people, they're homies because they was the homies. It was outside of the music. But once the homies is like going up, and like I remember my boy, his name's K Flex. He hit his first million. He hit 1 million on YouTube with a song.
Right.
And I seen that and I'm like, it's
That's
crazy. Like, this is
inspirational.
the homie. Yeah, I'm inspired by that for sure. It motivated me a lot. And I was just like, damn, it's like, and these are the people that you feel me? You roll up, get high, whatever, with the homies and shit. And like, you just freestyle, you play a beat, freestyle, whatever. And I'm like, damn, the fact that I'm in the same room as people that got millions of streams, and it's like, it felt like it was attainable. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I just started doing my thing and started getting good feedback, and that's kind of how that started for sure.
Do you remember like your first song that you dropped?
Yeah, first song I dropped, man. So I dropped this song. It was called Examples.
Okay.
The cover art is like, it's like my mom, and it's like my mom, my brothers, and then me on like one of my brother's shoulders.
Yeah.
And I called it Examples because like those are my examples coming up. My 2 older brothers, obviously. So like, yeah, that was the first one I dropped. It was crazy because when I first dropped music, it was like on some like cool, it was like on some fun shit, but it was really like, it was for the people that knew me. You know what I mean?
Right.
It wasn't for like a bigger audience. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that first song I dropped, I literally made it for like friends and family. You know what I mean? Cousins. They all listen to it. They know what's going on. So when they hear it, but when they hear it, they're like, okay, yeah, like, they know it's hard because they understand the situations and everything that I'm going through. They understand every name that I'm dropping and exactly every situation that I'm going to. But yeah, I've definitely grown a lot since that first song, for sure.
Yeah. How was it like being like the first time you were in the studio?
First
Laying
time
the
in the
track
studio.
down.
So like the first song that I ever dropped, ever recorded, I've never dropped.
Oh, like you
But,
didn't release it, right? But
Yeah, but man, like,
how was it
a lot
being
of
in
people,
the studio, recording it, remixing it, and laying it down proper? How was that?
So first time I ever hit a studio, like, period, was with my boy Mahmoud and Burger.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know them yet, but 100K and Burger, man, yeah. That was my first time ever in the studio, like, just putting the headphones on in front of a mic.
Yeah.
But the first time, like, I think that was like more on some like just rapping and just getting something off, you know what I mean?
Right.
But the first time I ever made a real song, I feel like, was like, it was my first, New Rain.
Shout out, man. Shout out to New, bro.
Big shout out New, man. A lot of motion wouldn't happen without New. You know what I mean? So definitely got to give him his flowers for sure.
Man, 100%, bro.
Yeah. So the first time I recorded with him, that was like the first time I feel like I made a real like song, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And a lot of the feedback was like, nah, this ain't you. You know what I mean? Like, this sounds good. So it's like, ain't no way this is you know what I mean? But it's like, don't get me wrong, like, I definitely had something to do with it, but New had a big part of it too. So definitely he opened my eyes too to like seeing that like it could be a possibility for sure.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah. Appreciate you having me.
For sure. Now, next to me, who's like growing up? Who are you listening to growing up?
Yeah,
Anybody
growing up.
influential, inspirational that influenced you in rapping?
Yeah. I mean, obviously Lil Wayne, first and foremost. Lil
Yeah,
Wayne
you
was killing
You gotta give him.
his flowers for
Yeah,
sure.
man.
Yeah, Lil Wayne definitely. He was, I mean, come on now, it's Wayne. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I feel like everybody grew up on Wayne.
Yeah,
bro.
you had to. I mean, in my generation of things, Wayne definitely was killing for sure. So Wayne for sure. But like on a more personal note, I don't know. I listen to a lot of people, man. Meek Mill.
Yeah.
I just love. In the beginning, it was like anybody that was really starving and wanted it. You
That
know what I
hunger.
mean? Yeah, that hunger exactly. So like Lil Snoop, I was big on Lil Snoop.
Man.
Speaker knockers, I was big on speaker knockers. You know what I mean? It was just like anybody that I heard and I felt like that hunger.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, that's where I was. You know what I mean? Everything that I got, it wasn't handed to me. We had to go get it. You know what I mean? So
Right.
anybody that really personified that type of feeling,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So obviously Nipsey. Once I got into Nipsey's music, Nipsey played a big role in that. You know what I mean?
Hey,
So-
Nipsey, he kind of inspired me to start this whole channel.
Really?
Yeah, swear to God.
No, that's dope. That's dope for sure.
You remember the song Victory Lap?
Yeah, Victory Lap for sure.
He said, in the actual song, he said, in the actual song in Victory Lap, he said, find your purpose or you're wasting air.
Yeah. Oh, purpose and motion.
You see what I'm
that's
saying?
hard.
And I'm
That's
like,
hard.
I want to find my purpose in life. I want to achieve what I want to achieve. So I'm not wasting the air, you know? I want to make it feel like I'm worth something.
Yeah.
So he actually inspired me to, and it's like indirectly, you know, just the go-getter mentality, the hustle mentality, the entrepreneur lifestyle, you know?
Hell yeah.
So he definitely played a big part, but keep
Nah,
going.
for sure. I definitely feel like, especially if you come from where we come from, you know what I mean? Coming with parents that come from East Africa, Ethiopia specifically.
Right.
You know what I mean? His dad from Eritrea, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
My dad was actually born in Eritrea, so. But like just hearing his story, seeing how he came up, seeing how it's so relatable to how we come up and all that, it definitely motivates you a lot. And seeing the way he got, you know what I mean? How many mixtapes he dropped, how many songs he dropped just to get before he even got to Victory Lap, you know what I mean? But like it's a true testament to like that feeling of like the marathon and everything he stand for, you know what I mean?
Right.
Definitely a big motivation for sure, inspiration for sure. So definitely trying to just do that essentially, you know what I mean? Like the biggest thing is like his song Hustle and Motivate.
Yeah.
Like that's one of the biggest things to me. It's just literally all you gotta do is just grind and try to motivate the people behind you. You know what I mean? So I'm definitely everything comes from that. For sure.
And that's exactly what I'm doing too, bro.
Yeah.
I'm doing this just to hustle and motivate everybody who's supporting and watching.
Nah, for sure.
Because I feel like everybody can get behind the movement.
Yeah,
The
100%.
purpose and motion.
100%.
So, but yeah, shout out Nip, shout out Wayne.
Yeah. Nip, Wayne,
Yeah.
for sure. I mean, I listen to a plethora of, you
Meek.
know what I mean? Yeah, Meek for sure. Meek, Snoop.
Did you watch that? What was that? That freestyle? It was a battle.
Yeah.
That battle rap he did with Deshaun Jackson's little.
Yeah. Oh my! I ain't gonna lie. I could probably recite word for word that battle just because like I watched that thing so many times. Like,
Right.
just having that's the biggest thing to me. Like, giving the opportunity to be able to do something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Is huge, right?
Right.
But then being in that position and then going to go get it, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? That's the epitome of my ad lib. You know, I say Meez all the time. You know what I mean?
Right. Talk about that, man.
Yeah, so the Meez, that whole thing is just like, you know what I'm saying? I'm inspired by like gangsters, Italian mobsters, coming with the brothers that I did.
Right.
You know what I mean? That their whole thing was just, you know what I mean? Being a gangster first.
Right.
Making sure you stand on business. You know what I mean? Everything that has to do with like principle. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Character.
Like doing things a certain way, exactly. Character, you know what I mean? So like the Italian mobster movies, all that stuff, I was influenced by that heavily, you know what I mean? So that's really where all that comes from, you know what I mean? So like just giving an opportunity and making the most of it, I feel like is the epitome of my ad lib, you know what I mean? The whole it's a high say. Like we're here to steal the show, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's definitely seeing Snoop in that element in that you know what I mean environment. the money on the table.
Yeah, it's time to
When
go
to
get
take
it.
all, it's time to go get it. You know what I mean?
That's,
So definitely, Lil Snoop was a huge part of everything that I do now. Like, man, rest in peace to dude, man. Rest in peace to Speaker Nuggets too. Speaker Nuggets
But
was
that-
killing. He was definitely killing, man. So rest in
but
peace to both them dudes.
he passed young too. The good die young, man.
Yeah, they definitely do.
But Pop Smoke.
Yeah, Pop
God,
Smoke, man. Yeah, he was
man.
killing too. He was making waves.
He was about to be dangerous.
Yeah, he was taking over the game for sure. He was
And
on
me
his,
personally, I think he was like Lil 50.
yeah, exactly, for sure. He was Lil 50 for sure. I mean, everything, the embodiment, the voice, the way he moved, all of it.
Yeah.
The sound. Where he from too, New York, you know what I mean? All of it.
Yeah.
So, for sure.
Probably
But,
he embodied it. Yeah.
yeah, for sure. But see, that's what I'm saying. That's what I love. The biggest thing about the game is that it's to be learned. You know what I mean? So like, I want to learn from everybody. I never take anybody's story for granted. I love hearing about everybody's story and soaking up game and then using bits and pieces of everybody's story and implementing it in what I got going on. Because I feel like, I don't know. I feel like Dallas, like we done had some artists, don't get me wrong. Rest in peace, Mo 3. Like Mo 3, another one of them
That
ones.
caught me
You know
by
what I mean?
surprise.
No, for sure. But it's just like, you know what I mean? With the people that we got in the city that's doing their thing. Don't get me wrong. Like, we're doing good. Don't get me wrong. But I feel like we slept on in terms of like the industry level. Like, I feel like we got to turn it up a notch.
Hey, it's time to wake him up, bro.
Nah, for sure. And I feel like the market is so big in Dallas for us to not capitalize on it. You know what I mean?
Time to go get it, right?
Nah, for sure. 100%.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Samir,
Yeah.
next question, man. What was your biggest lesson that you learned while being in the music industry?
I mean, that's a good question. I mean, for one thing, what you know is important, but who you know is also important.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of connections to be made that can definitely take you to the next level.
Right.
But another thing was like, don't ever underestimate somebody's work. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people that be in the positions that they're in, you like, damn, why does he get to do that? Or why does he have the ability to do that? You know what I mean? But like you don't see what's like behind the curtains. You don't see them sleepless nights. You don't see them, you know what I mean? You don't see that grind. All you see is like, let's say for like the consumer's point, like all you see is me on the stage rapping.
Yeah.
You don't see the fight that went into it. You don't see the, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like me, I just dropped this tape, the Dirty Youth product, but like that ain't nothing compared to like the people that's around me. Like they have a body of work. So it's like right now, that's what I'm trying to build.
Yeah.
Before I even tap into big artists and tap in trying to get features and this, that, third, I want to have tape on tape on tape.
Yeah.
I want you to hear 7 tapes from me before you even, you feel me?
Say that.
Before you even hear like, so right now, all the features that I'm doing, I want everything to be homegrown. I want everything to be close to me. You know what I
Right.
mean? I don't want it to be just fabricated or, you know what I mean, just because of business or whatever the case may have you. Unless it makes sense. Like I want y'all to hear me. I want y'all to see that the work that's being put in is the reason why I'm in the position that I'm in. You know what I mean? It's not just because I know him and boom, I'm here. Like, nah, I put in
You put
work
the work
for this.
in.
And so whenever I come to other people and I'm like, yo, let's work, I can't underestimate the work that they put in to be in the position that they in as well. You know what I mean? All it is work. Feel me? So
Yeah.
like that's the biggest thing. Like all you gotta do to get in the position that other people in, all you gotta do is work.
And we all got the same 24 hours.
Yeah, for real. So it's like what you gonna do with the hours that you given, you know what I mean?
Right.
Even though nowadays it feel like them 24 hours be going by like this.
What?
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Man, I've been struggling.
But
I'm good at time management, but
Yeah.
boy,
yeah.
it's been catching up to me, man.
Yeah.
Like I do a lot in a day,
Yeah, I hear you.
and it's just like by the time you blink, it's like 10 o'clock.
Right, for real. It's
And it's
like
like
it's
you gotta
crazy.
shower, eat, go to sleep. And
It was like when I was young too, it was like I can't wait till I'm 18 and it's like I blinked and I'm 26 in September.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like
yeah,
it's only gonna fly. So it's like, bro, the more work you do, you feel me? You
Yeah.
can stretch out the time that you have and just make something happen with it.
man,
you know?
I feel like you gotta savor the moments. So.
Yeah, for sure. For
You know,
sure.
you gotta stop and, as they say, stop and smell the roses.
Yeah.
I feel like you gotta take a little break sometimes. You know,
Yeah.
there's nothing wrong with taking the day off. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta be on go all 7 days a week.
Yeah.
365, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Most of us are, man. I know there was a time where every day I was just on go. Every day. I was like, if I'm not doing something, then I'm not progressing. That's what I felt like.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, a lot of people know my story. The past 10 months, bro, you know my situation.
Yeah.
I had to play catch up.
Yeah.
I'm playing catch up right now, but, you know what I'm saying? This is all the grind, man. I got a regular 8 to 5, and then after that, I come home, record, and, get busy.
Yeah.
So, like I said, man, people don't know, people don't see behind the scenes of what you're doing.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, they definitely don't. But it's cool though. I that's why I try to go on Instagram Live. I try to give people a piece of what I'm doing. You know what I mean, so they could just understand where it's all coming from. But at the end of the day, nobody could truly know but you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just like the time that you do have, or the time that I do have, I should say. The biggest thing is just trying to make the best product that I possibly can, because like now it's like people really believe in me. And it's crazy. Right. And it's like, don't get me wrong, like I'm definitely blessed and highly favored to be in the position that I'm in.
Right.
And because of that, like I have people that's definitely waiting on me to do stuff. But now it's like I really want to give people the best product I possibly can.
Yeah.
So that they can, you know what I'm saying, enjoy and let the music do for them what it did for me. You know what I mean?
And that's exactly why I actually wanted to grab you ASAP, bro. You just came off a tour.
Yeah.
How was that, man?
So usually when people ask me that question, I really give them the basic, like, like it was chill, it was cool, you know what I mean? Did my thing, whatever. So that's definitely like kind of the hardest question that I get, because it's like, I don't know, like tour was good, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm definitely blessed to be in the position that I'm in, but I want more. That's like every time I get on stage and I see, like, you know what I mean? I see the possibilities, and it's like that's my main thing. That was my word of the whole tour. Was more. Like
I just want more.
Yeah, for sure. And it's like, to get that I gotta work for sure. But definitely that's the biggest thing. Like
how's the feedback?
The feedback was actually really, really good. So like, one, shout out to Bash for the world, you know what I mean?
Right.
Bash, if you're watching this, I appreciate the opportunity again. New, if you're watching this, I appreciate the opportunity again. K Scott, you know what I'm saying? J Mac, Slum, Daredevil.
Yeah, get your shout outs out,
Nico G4, you know what I'm saying? Monty, I appreciate y'all, you know what I'm saying? We went to battle night in, night out, you know what I mean?
Right.
And it was definitely a great time, you know what I mean?
Right.
But yeah, like the biggest thing with tour was just like getting known, and I feel like I definitely, like, you know what I mean, got heard for sure.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
You put a performance on stage, bro.
Yeah. I definitely be getting jiggy, man. That's the biggest thing. But like, so when I went to Santa Ana, when I went to California, so like a lot of people, like I said, I lived in California. So I lived in Dallas from birth until 11, and I came to Dallas every summer break that we have. You know what I'm saying? Regarding school, you know what I mean? But to say the least, like I lived in California for the rest of it. So I really it's like a split time between Texas and California.
Wow.
So like the people in California, they knew me as I came into adulthood. You know what I mean?
Right.
So like they know like me as like, yeah, I mean, I love to dance, I love to have fun. I hate people that be too cool. Like that's the one thing that you can't be too cool to have fun, bro. Like around me specifically, like bro, you can't be too cool to have fun. I done been around a lot of people that have motion and whatever the case may have you. You know what I mean? But it's like, niggas ain't never been too cool to have fun. You know what I mean?
There's nothing wrong with it, man.
For sure. So like when I went to Santa Ana and I linked up with some of my people, they were literally telling me like, it's crazy that people cheer you on the stages, and that's cool and all, but they don't even know like they're cheering you because like you're just being you. Like when I'm on stage and I'm dancing, I'm running around, jumping around, I'm jumping in the crowd, having fun with them and all that stuff.
Yeah.
When I'm doing all that stuff, like people don't realize I'm literally just being myself. Like that's me being me. Like I'm not like fun. I'm not bigger than nobody. I'm not, you know what I mean?
Humble.
Yeah. Well, you know what I'm saying? You can call it what you want. That's just really who I am. Like I'm not bigger than not one person, bro. We're all the same people. You know what I mean? We're human at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So like when I'm on stage, it's cool being on stage, but the funnest part about being on stage is getting in the crowd. Like to me,
getting that interaction with the
I want to be in there having fun with y'all. You know what I mean? Like that's the best part. Like when I'm in there jumping around, we moshing and having fun. You know what I'm saying? I'm pushing people, they pushing me, whatever. Right. That's the best part. That's when I'm having fun. That's the funnest part about it. All that being on stage, like, it's cool, and I'm gonna definitely put on the show. Especially if you can't see me do my thing, I'm gonna do my thing. Don't get me wrong, but best believe in some part of that we gonna have fun together. I'm being there with you, having fun with it. You know what I mean? Have
to.
Yeah, for sure.
What was a favorite city on tour?
See, that one's tough. That's tough.
Man, I had to get you on that one, man.
I got to give you like a top 5. I can't give one city.
Go ahead.
So look, so the first city that really like opened my eyes to like, man, this is crazy.
Right.
So like Arizona I did my first 2 shows in Arizona, so I'm gonna have love for Arizona regardless.
Right. You know what I mean? Shout out Arizona.
Shout out Arizona for sure. Tempe specifically, you know what I mean? They show me love. I got love for them.
Right.
Man, Chicago. Oh my God. I got done with Chicago. The tape wasn't even done yet.
Word.
It was the first time where I had interactions in my DMs and people like, where the tape, bro? Like, nah, I'm tripping on you now. Like, where these songs at, bro? I need these songs now. You know what I mean? Chicago was the first place to give me that energy, and I'm forever grateful for that.
Yeah.
Because maybe I would have stretched out Dirty You probably for a longer time, but the love that I felt in Chicago, I was like, man, I need to get these people the tape right now. You know what I mean? So Chicago was dope.
Right.
New York was definitely cool. The show was cool, but the food, the environment, the culture around New York was definitely beautiful.
Didn't you... Talk about 24 hours, right?
Yeah. I spent my little 24 hours in New York was definitely dope. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Just soaking up the culture, the knowledge, and all that was definitely a great time.
Did you actually record in New York?
Yeah. I recorded that. I literally recorded that. Look, so first 24 hours, boom, they showing me around, Bash showing me around. Right. My boy John, he does the feel good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He has the good exotics and all that. Right. And then New. So it's like me, John, New, and Bash. That's my first 24 hours. That's what we doing. Yeah. We pull up to one of the homie spots. He got like a clothing store. Right. But he sell records. He sell cassettes, tapes, all that stuff. He's actually is a good dude. He has ties to Dame Dash and all that. I'm pretty sure it was his nephew and all that. So that was the embodiment. That was definitely the embodiment of my first day in New York. It was just like we went to Harlem. Got some seafood. Yeah. From seafood, we got the whole platter. We took that to Manhattan. I'm chilling in Manhattan, eating my seafood, looking at the Manhattan Bridge. It's a beautiful time. And then that's where you got off the feel good exotics. You know what I'm saying? And
then that's where you got the cover art.
The cover art, yeah. That we took the cover art. Me eating food as I'm. But what's crazy is it wasn't even for the song yet. When I took them pictures and all that, look. So that's the biggest thing, man. New is like. He's a big supporter of mine, and like he pushes me to be greater. You know what I mean?
Shout out.
So like a lot of the content that I had from tour all came from New. When it came to taking pictures, and like a lot of the stuff that he did, I didn't even know I had to do on the artist level. You know what I mean? So he's like, bro, you don't like I'm doing stuff, and he's like, bro, you don't even know you fly as hell right now. Like you don't even know this is cool. Yeah. Whole time I'm just living, you know what I mean? But that's what he told me. He like that's the thing. That's what people want to see. They want to really see how you living. So I'm like, boom. So that's what inspired me to make the song how it is. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Eating seafood in Manhattan, getting flicked up. The only reason why I could say that is literally because of New. Like New.
That's exactly what you were doing.
Yeah, exactly. That's literally what I was doing. Like I'm just talking about. You feel me? What I'm got going on.
Everyday thing.
Exactly. So we hit the studio. I ended up putting that together with New, and that ended up getting dropped. So yeah.
How long did it take? You want to tell the people how long it took
to do what?
To just lay everything down.
Oh no! Usually I don't take longer than an hour. You know what I mean?
That's it.
Hour, yeah, definitely. Like
wow,
it doesn't take longer than an hour. But the thing is, so look, I'll freestyle, right?
Yeah.
I'll be faded when I freestyle, whatever. Right. You know what I mean? And then so when I freestyle, I'll go crazy, whatever, and then out of the freestyle, I'll take my favorite pieces of it and I'll put it all together, and then I'll be ready. So when I'm in the studio, I take it like pretty serious, honestly. Mm-hmm. Like I don't take my time that I got in there for granted. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So like the people, like I love other people's processes. I love seeing how other people get down. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I love seeing like especially people that freestyle and they be punching in and all that. Mm-hmm. And I definitely didn't have my fair share of punching in and all that. But sometimes when I punch in, it's not like, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like when I'm in there, I want it to be like on go. Like everything I'm doing is like, so
Are you
maybe
ready?
realistically, I done had multiple times where it only took me like 10 minutes to record, and the rest of the hour is just mixing and mastering, or 15 minutes to record, and the rest of it is just mixing and mastering. You know what I mean?
It's pretty impressive, man.
I mean, I just like to be ready. Like I said, like that's the whole thing. Like I might rap it to myself 100 times before I even get in the studio.
Mm-hmm.
So like when I'm in the studio, I'm on go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then like the only thing that had to be changed would be like new. Sometimes if you feel like my energy ain't there, you be like, bro, hit some push-ups, bro. You know what I mean? Go do some push-ups real quick, and then boom, do this again, do this take again, and then like you feel me? He'll get me back in the mode, which is why I'm highly appreciative of that man.
Yeah, shout
For
out
real.
you, man. Shout out
Yeah,
you,
for real.
man.
He always get me right when in terms of what I need to do to just make sure everything is where it needs to be.
Mm-hmm.
He definitely that guy for that, so I appreciate him for that a lot.
Shout out, man.
But to get back to your question about the top 5 cities for sure,
Oh, yeah.
Chicago's in there. Oakland was a movie. Shout out to Mac
man.
Dre. Rest in peace, Mac Dre. You feel me? We definitely love the energy in Oakland, the town where it go down. You understand me? You feel
Yeah,
me?
shout
Like
out-
definitely
yeah.
the Bay. So like, what's crazy is when I moved from Texas, the Bay is actually where I moved to first before I moved to Sac. So I lived in San Jose. I lived in Santa Clara, Sunnyvale area. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I stayed there for middle school. High school, I moved to Sac.
Yeah.
And then college, I did Chico. You know what I mean? So like, definitely, I got a love for the Bay, 100%. Like, you know what I mean? But from there, Oakland, Santa Ana was amazing. Oh my God, the energy in Santa Ana was stupid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like, don't get me wrong, like people be feeling like I made it, whatever, and all that, just because of what I'm doing right now. But the energy I got in Santa Ana,
Yeah.
it felt like I made it for sure. Like they definitely showed out and did their thing. You know what I mean? Then obviously Dallas was stupid. You know what I mean?
That's home.
Yeah, home. But you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you never know how people gonna perceive you. You know what I mean?
Right.
So like, Dallas definitely like welcomed me with open arms. Especially when I did my thing, like PSA. If you haven't heard it, go listen to that right now. PSA, when I'm talking about, you feel me, being from Triple D, whatever. Like they was on me about that. I definitely seen a lot of love and a lot of great feedback after the Dallas show. I mean, we sold out Southside Ballroom. If you
Yeah.
don't know about Southside Ballroom, it's a legendary place to perform at.
Man.
Even I didn't even know about it that much. Like to
Oh,
keep it
really?
real, if I'm being real,
Yeah.
my first ever concert I ever went to, I performed.
Really?
I never went to a concert before I performed.
Wow.
So you know what I mean? The first ever concert I ever went to was at Aura in Tempe, Arizona, and I performed.
Wow.
Literally. So it's like I never really truly understand the greatness that I walk into whenever I do.
Right.
But the people that I have around me, i.e. New specifically,
Yeah.
he'll let me know like, nah, this is what we walking into. Like when we're in LA and we're performing at the Roxy, like he's like, dude, the Beatles are performed here. Bob Marley's performed here.
Yeah.
So you gotta
All the
it's
legends,
time
yeah.
to bring your A game, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just be stuff like that, you know what I mean? So like when I was told about Southside and all the people that have been there, from Future to Roddy Ricch, you know what I mean? You name it, they done been in that building. And for us to sell the most tickets in a rap concert in history, like stuff like that is legendary. So when you hear all that before you perform, people be asking you nervous or whatever, you know what I mean? And you ready to go. And that's like, honestly, so like concerts, I call it game day, you know what I mean? And on game day, that's the worst question to ask me. Like, are you ready? Like, come on, dude.
Hey, you prepared for this?
Like, bro, there's a quote that I love. It came from a soccer player named Bellatelli. I don't know if you know Bellatelli. And he said, why don't they asked him, why don't you celebrate when you score? And he's like, I'm a striker. That's what I'm supposed to do. Does the mailman ever like perform when he drops off mail? You know what I mean?
Right.
So and what's crazy is that quote probably came out when I was 10, 11 years old.
Yeah.
But it stuck with me forever. And I knew I was going to apply it to my life, but I never knew where I would apply it to until I started rocking these shows. And I'm like, bro, don't ask me if I'm ready, dude.
Yeah.
Like I'm dropping off mail. I'm the postman. You feel me? This is me dropping off mail.
Say that, man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And this is what I do. This is what I'm made to do.
That's what's up, bro.
You feel me?
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
Let me ask you another question. Talk about the tape, man. What was your, what type of mode were you in when you dropped it?
Yeah.
What was your favorite track?
So the tape. So the thing is, for the people that don't know, the Dirty
Yeah.
Youth is a collective that was made by New Rain and Issa. They were the two that created it.
All right.
From there, they had a team around them that definitely embodied the dirty youth. You know what I mean? So they were a generation that was just a little older than me. I'm probably like 2 years younger than them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So with Dirty Youth product is that by them being older than me, but I grew up around them. I've been knowing New and Issa probably since I was 4 or 5 years old.
That's
just coming
family.
up in the mosque, Richardson Mosque. You know what I mean? INT. That's where I met them. That's where I grew up.
Shout out, man.
I spent multiple hours behind them walls. You know what I mean? Definitely. So that's definitely where I got all of my influence and all my friendships, like them day ones, them sandbox.
Right.
My sandbox was there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was just a big fan of everything that I was doing. It was crazy to see that people from like where I'm from are able to create and make it to like a big level. You know what I mean? Like when they were coming up, they had these shirts, the blue flame. Blue Flame was going crazy.
Yep.
You know about
I
Blue
remember
Flame.
that.
If you know, you know. If you don't, you was lost in the sauce for real.
Yeah,
Because
that's a
Blue
long
Flame
time
was
ago.
major.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like with Blue Flame, like just seeing them create that and being like, damn, I was just super inspired and super motivated. I'm like you know what I mean? It was a great feeling knowing that they made a product and it's getting into the hands of people like Sway Lee. You know what I mean?
I heard about that too.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? That was just a huge thing to me. Like, I'm like, damn. So like the fact that all you have to do is be yourself and create something that's dope and it could really go places.
Yeah.
They were the ones that opened my eyes to that for real. So when I came to making the tape and all that, I literally asked New, because New, like, you know what I'm saying? He's been moving on to different things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like the Dirty Youth stuff, like we kind of, they slowed down on it. And what I wanted to tell them is that like now, like me being in Cali and all that, and I've been in a lot of places, and I've been around people that all they did was work, and their stuff grew. Like some like being around K Flex, being around my DB by the bag, you know what I mean, and seeing their whole thing of them growing up. Ooh, my brother, I gotta take this. Hold on. You know what I'm saying? Free my brother, man. He locked in the cages.
An incarcerated individual at Bannon County Jail. This call is not private. It will be recorded and may be monitored. If you believe this should be a private call, please hang up and follow facility instructions to register this number as a private
This is a
number.
regular, man.
Fund an inmate's calling account to make sure a call is never
I'm
missed.
gonna let him say
You
it's
can
two.
fund
You know
an
what I'm saying?
inmate's
2
account
cents on it. You
without
feel me?
setting up a calling
Let's put a
account
pin in
of
that.
your
Remember
own.
where we.
Simply visit www.securustech.net or call 1-800
Man, this computer don't play.
6591 and select the option to fund an inmate debit account today.
If you have a question for him, ask it too.
1 to refuse this free call. Thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Oh, what's the deal? Yeah, we live right now. We literally doing it right now. I'm with Meez right now. Say what's up.
What's the damn deal?
Yo, so with it. So with it, man. We live.
We live right now. Anything you want to tell the people? They asked me, what was the question right now?
No, I was just talking about
The Dirty Youth product and all that and the tape. Yeah. So he was asking me about the tape and the music and all that and my influences and all that. But I just wanted you to talk your 2 cents, how you feel about everything, what's been going on, me going on tour. I don't know, how you feel?
Yeah, man, just keep doing your thing, man, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers out here, man, they out to get everybody, you know what I'm saying? They ain't playing with people and shit, especially if you already been down. You gotta stay down, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Stay out the way, because motherfuckers ain't playing. They picking everybody up, snatching them up, hiding people and shit. So we just gotta do your thing and just stay smooth, be smooth, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, heard you.
Gotta sit down for a little bit, gotta stay down and
Yeah, absolutely, man. I agree, man. You gotta stay down till you come up.
yeah, man. I'm probably gonna sit down for a little bit of shit. We all, same time when you sit down, you just stand out the way for a little bit, just to get your mind corrected. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. You gotta get back right.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah. A little setback don't. It's not gonna hurt you.
Yeah.
You're gonna come back right.
You know, yeah, keep my tell our people, man, we got people over here too, man. I done ran through 3-4 Ethiopian people in the pit, like the county and shit.
Yeah, no, I heard that.
I'm in the feds right now. This other nigga I just met and shit, he officer too, but he born here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I done ran through a few officer people, man, like y'all age and shit, youngsters and shit.
Yeah.
Like, yo.
Nah, free you, man. Can't wait till you get out, man.
Nah, come on, man, for sure.
For real.
Free the jail,
By the time
man.
you get out, man, this shit definitely got to be different, man. For sure. You gonna come home to some shit for sure.
God knows. All I gotta do is just be cool and the positivity come through. You feel me?
Right. Hey, man, keep your head down, man.
Whatever y'all do, if it ain't beneficial, it's artificial. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So make everything that you do count. Basically, you feel me?
Yeah.
That's beautiful, man. Thank you. Thank you
Nah,
for sharing.
for sure. Well, I love you, brother. You know what I'm saying? Stay down for sure. I got you whatever you need.
Already.
Yeah, but we're gonna get back to the interview, so I'm gonna holler at you. Love you, brother, for real.
Love you too, man. Tell my Ethiopian people, man, love them too. You know what I'm saying? We all one. Whether you from wherever you from, we all one, man. You know what I'm saying? Ethiopia, I'll be seen here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nah, for sure.
Yeah.
I love that, man.
Already, man.
Keep your head up, bro.
Hey, and this message from who? The Donzilla. Talk your shit. Say that shit one time.
Yeah. Huh?
I said, pop your shit. This coming from who? The who?
FOE, you know what I'm saying? AKA Donzilla, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, say that, man.
Originally Muhammad, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Already. Alright. Yeah,
be safe, man.
call me in like an hour, alright? I got you.
Already.
Alright, love you, man.
Yeah, love you too.
Alright. Yeah.
God, that was beautiful, man.
Yeah, I mean, hey, like I said, man, a lot of bullshit that be going on in life, but at the end of the day, you gotta take the positive in things, and I mean, it's something that we really deal with. It ain't none of this is fabricated. You know what I mean? It's real life. It's really what we go through. So
everyday things, bro.
Yeah, for sure. Free Moto. If you watching this right now, go ahead and drop Free Mo in the comments. I want to see Free Mo in the comments, man, for real.
Yeah.
The Donzilla, man. Say you heard me.
Shout out, man. Shout out. Listen, I got a couple more questions, man. As far as the music goes, like, actually, man, outside of the music, bro.
Yeah.
To Samir, bro. To Samir himself, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Who's your biggest motivator?
My daughter, 100%. That's probably the easiest question I got today so far. Thank you for that one, man. I appreciate it. But yeah, dude, my daughter, man, she's just getting big, bro. She's starting school next week. Like, this is crazy to me. Like,
yeah.
Like, imagine my 21st birthday present was my daughter.
Oh, word.
Deadass. She turns 5 in September, so it's like just seeing her wake up, seeing her excitement every day, whether it comes to learning something new, her ability to speak and understand what's going on around her, and to learn and to reciprocate everything that she got going on with her in her life, like, that motivates me every day.
Mm-hmm.
That made me go hustle 10 times harder.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because it's like, I could hustle, I can go get a job, I can go do whatever that it takes.
Right.
And it's like, I ain't never been too proud to do nothing. Because it's like, anything that I do is for her at the end of the day. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
None of this is for me. If I'm being real, I don't even be, you feel me? Because everything I want to do, for real, at the end of the day, like, this how I see it, right? Like, me personally, I came up, my parents wasn't together, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, that's the situation that's going on with me and her mother right now too. So it's like, a lot of that hurt me, like, when I was a kid and all that, you know what I mean? And it's unfortunate that
it's happening right now.
it's happening right now. But at the end of the day, I just want her to be in a position where she could just be as great as she wants. She could, whether it's her having fun, whether it's her whatever she wants to pursue in, you know what I mean? I want to work, and be in a position where I know people from all types of walks of life. So it's like, if she wants to do ballet, she could do that. If she wants to play soccer, she could do that. If she want to do music, she could do that. If she want to do art, and paint and whatever, she could do that. You know what I mean? Whatever she wants to do in life, I want to be able to help her out and provide her the ability to do whatever she wants to do. So that's really my biggest motivation, is definitely my daughter, like 100%.
Yeah. How was it like? I grown up, man. 21 years old, bro. How was, how did that affect you in any way?
So when I got that call, like of Emory, like me having Emory and all that stuff, like I ain't gonna lie, I was broke. 'Cause I didn't care. Like I was in college, I was living that regular college life. You know what I mean? So I wasn't really tripping off of like having to make too much money, because I'm going through the motions basically. You know what I mean? Once I had her, I'm like,
It's time to
ain't
go
no
get
more
it.
going. Exactly, you gotta go get it. Ain't no more going through the motions.
Yeah.
That turned the hustle up. You know what I mean? Like by far.
Kind of turns you to a grown man.
Yeah, for sure. What I definitely like.
Not saying that you were before.
No. I was mature at the time, but I was still a kid. Like you gotta keep it real. Like now that we're at the age that we're at, 21, dude, you don't have the same mindset as you do right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it just made you grow. It made me grow up like a lot. Like I had to figure things out instantly, and it wasn't like, yes, room to fuck up. Like nah, you gotta go get it. Like it's now or never. You know what I mean?
Beautiful, man.
So that definitely, it turned me up. And that's why it's like, it definitely changed a lot of things, because it was like a lot of people that I used to hang out with, I don't hang out with anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A lot of the females I used to deal with, I wouldn't even look at them no more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like, we're not in the same place. You know what I mean?
Right.
You're definitely not mature enough to even understand half of my day. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So it's just like a lot of things changed. Like the people that I deal with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The business partners I deal with, the females I deal with, anything that I deal with, it just changed, because it's like you got to have a certain level of maturity and a certain level of, you know what I mean, to even understand.
And I feel like it kind of motivated you to move differently too.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, definitely got to be on your P's and Q's,
Right.
especially if you're in them streets. Like, you definitely got to know how to maneuver. That was the biggest thing about college. Is like, that was the best thing for me, because like when I was in the streets and I'm dealing with the laws or whatever the case may have you, and I could play the college card at any point, play like I'm a nerd, and you feel me? Because I studied physics in college.
Right.
That's something a lot of people don't know. I was in there because I was great at math.
Right.
I'm a numbers person. You know what I mean? So I studied physics because it was like any other class in college gonna make me go to sleep. I'm not gonna lie. Like I had to do something that actually mentally like stimulated me and what I had going on. You know what I mean? So it was like, that definitely was one of them things. Was just like, just learn how to move, learn how to maneuver, make sure you're on your P's and Q's.
I mean, at the end of the day, but you gotta come home at the end of the day.
Yeah, exactly. That's the biggest thing, bro. I have to come home.
Yeah.
Like, I got no choice but to.
And I
So
feel
when
like,
they try to play with me crazy, it's like, I gotta go home. Yeah.
and I feel like as a black man in America, bro, you really gotta be on your P's and Q's.
Yeah, 100%.
Sheesh, man.
Yeah, so definitely. I mean, yeah. It was definitely a big life adjustment, but I mean, it was at the same time, it's the biggest blessing I ever got in my life.
You think Emily's like your, I guess you can say, your purpose in life?
I think my purpose in life is still to like take care of my people, but she definitely like turned it up like times 1,000. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Definitely, like, you know what I mean? Because like now it's like, it turned from what I wanted, what like me taking care of my people and that purpose, it turned from like what I wanted to do to like what I have to do. You know what I mean?
So now it's in motion.
Yeah, exactly, literally.
Purpose in motion, man. Y'all been.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, man.
You definitely got something here for sure. Purpose in motion is a beautiful message to put to the people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To take whatever you have in life, like regardless of what your parents want. Cause come on now, especially if you come from where we come from, if you come from parents who come from a third world country, that sacrificed their life to put you in a position to win. At the end of the day, they're gonna definitely want you to like be a doctor, be a lawyer, be an engineer.
Right.
You know what I mean? But it's like at the end of the day, you do gotta do what makes you happy. You do gotta find a way to make a bag in what makes you happy.
Right.
So I say, if you do have the opportunity to, I say take your purpose and definitely put it in motion, because I mean, who knows? Maybe my purpose isn't music. Maybe my purpose is acting. You know what I'm saying? My last name is Idris. You feel me? got Idris Elba, you got Denzel in the Idris. Shit, maybe, you know what I'm saying? Put me in front of that camera, give me a script and let me go at it, you know what I mean? If not, I keep rapping until I get there, you know what I mean? But you never know what it is, but I'm serious, I'm serious. Whatever your purpose is in life, whatever you got going on, put it in motion for real.
Right.
If you ain't heard from me, you heard from Meez, man.
Say that.
Because, you feel me, at the end of the day, you got one life. You got to have fun with it, man. You got to enjoy what you do at the end of the day. I mean, who wants to go to work mad as hell every day? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
damn, man. I had one last question for you, but you already answered it.
What was it? Let's hear it.
I was gonna say, what's one piece of advice you can give to the people?
Yeah, put your purpose in motion for sure.
Just straight off the top, bro. Don't even think about it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely. Yeah, put your purpose in motion. That was definitely the answer to that question for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, advice. Yeah, I say whatever you want to do, go after it. I mean,
don't stop.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, my cousin, yeah, the biggest person that I say that I know that took that and ran with it was my little cousin, Salim, with him doing Nelk and just doing videos, funny videos.
Say what? That's the cousin.
Yeah, that's my little cousin. But with him, it's
that's
just
a funny guy, bro.
Yeah, he's hilarious and he's always been like that his whole life and that's what I'm saying. It's the craziest thing about my life specifically is that I had so many characters around me that all they did was just be them. Yeah. And
they just
now
took
they
it
get
to,
and it did well for them. You know what I mean? So with Celine, with DB by the Bag, with K Flex, with you know what I'm saying, with whoever, you name it, with Nu's doing huge things, with Issa, you know what I mean, with the people that I've been surrounded by, I've been blessed to be surrounded by, Cousin Jay, you know what I mean, they just, all they did was, you know what I mean, they took their calling, they took their blessing, they took what they wanted to do in life, and they turned it up, they ran it up with it, so literally, so that's the biggest thing, bro. Just take your purpose, take what you want to do in life and run with it. You'd be surprised where it take you, for real. Even if you got to go homeless for it, if you got to, you know what I'm saying, get a 9-to-5 for it, if you got to, whatever it takes to do it.
It's not wrong. There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with it. The only thing that's wrong in life is being broke. For real. And a 9-to-5 will keep you from doing that. So if you just not doing nothing, if you just want to be broke, you just want to hang out with friends and try to mess with hoes, and you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And you ain't taking care of what you got to really take care of, bro. You just running from the inevitable. And it's do you want to work now and chill in your 40s and 50s, or do you want to chill now and work through your 40s and 50s? You know what I'm saying? It's different. You know what I mean? So it's just look at 50 Cent, bro. Mind you, that's another big inspiration for me. From him killing it in 2003 and to him transitioning into production, and look what he's doing now.
With power.
From him making real music from back then to him still selling out shows now all over the world, not just the country.
To the concert in Dallas?
I mean, if I'm blessed to be able to have that opportunity, definitely, I would love to. But if I can't, you know what I mean? Because a lot of traveling and everything goes into what I got going on. Yeah. So if it makes sense, for sure. But for him doing power and having sequel on sequel on sequel, if that ain't motivation, I don't know what it is. You know what I mean? That's huge to me. Just even Method Man, just going from Redman to just going from music and transitioning even into something else. And it's now they is working in their 40s and 50s, but imagine that bag they getting at 40 and 50 versus, you know what I mean? That
bag is different, bro.
Exactly, bro. That's what I'm saying. It's so much that you could do, bro. So much that you could do. You just gotta put your mind to it and work towards it, honestly. And I feel the more you do that, the better you'll be, honestly.
Beautiful, man. I think we're gonna end it there, man.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't have anything else to ask, bro. That was perfect.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate you having me. Yeah. For sure. My dog, I appreciate everything that you're doing. You know what I mean? It's a beautiful setup. Don't change. Keep being you. Yeah. You know what I mean? Keep pushing the purpose in motion, man, for sure. Because it's definitely going to do something. So I appreciate you having me once again.
Yeah, no, thank you for coming as well.
Yeah, for sure. I appreciate it.
Already.